Is this thing on? Is it? Yes, I think it is. Hello! Hi, how are you? I've never done one of these videos before. I suppose I'm just supposed to talk about myself. My name is Rajanda Jenkins. It's French for one who chandles. What's chandling, you may ask? I'm not allowed to tell you in 48 states and Puerto Rico. I love a man like Bear Grylls, because he could just survive on my own urine. I already do, but it would make it more sensual to share it with someone. Sometimes I just feel so trapped in my life. I just need to break out and pursue what I really want. Got all this hair. How do real women do it? I mean, real women? I am a real woman. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut this short. My bunion removal appointment is drawing near. Toodaloo. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's episode of The Tanner Show. I'm your host, Tanner. Today, we will be talking about emotions. Emotions are a very important part of everyday life, and they're what separates us from animals. Let's go over some basic emotions that I feel on a daily basis. Happy. Yay, sunshines and rainbows and ponies and wonderful. Sad. Why did Ash let Pidgeotto go? Murderous. Aroused. How you doing? You be looking fertile from this angle. Oh. And menstrual. All I need is some Milo and a Snickers. Shut up! This has been today's episode of The Tanner Show. I hope you learned a lot about emotions today, and I hope you feel the same ones I do. So the first vlog is talk about your ideal of a perfect date, I think. And mine would be April 25th, because it's not too hot and not too cold. All you need is a light jacket. Sorry, I couldn't help myself, but really it's a hard thing for me to think about. I need to be someplace where I can talk to the person, we can connect mano a mano, but it can't be something where it'll get really awkward and where we are dependent on each other. Like if we went out to dinner, we have our food to pay attention to, but we only really have each other. But if we go to a movie and stuff, we can pay attention to the movie, but then we can completely forget about each other. So there has to be some kind of happy medium. The bros know what I'm talking about when I say this, but I'm a pretty picky dater. I really like to choose who I go on a date with. Which sounds bad, but I have very high standards, because I am so classy and worth it. I would say for a good first date would be to try something new for the both of you, so you're both out of your comfort zone and both of your true personalities can come through. I've never been ice skating, so ice skating would be cool. Going to an amusement park we've never been to. Yeah. The second vlog is how we've changed over the past 5 years. So 5 years ago, I was 12 years old, and I was in middle school. I was in 6th grade. I'm so old, I'm like a child molester. Because everyone else was in elementary school. I was in middle school 5 years ago. I just had a mini midlife crisis just now. I would say I've changed a lot in the last 5 years then. I did that whole puberty thing. That was weird. I completed middle school. I got into high school. It's a lot of big life-changing things. Because going to high school is so life-changing. But I guess it kind of was. I would say my personality has changed a lot, as well as my interests. Well, they've changed and they've changed back. Because from elementary school all the way up to the middle of 7th grade, I was a pretty outspoken, well-known individual. I was, to put it lightly, I mean not doing on horn or anything, but I was pretty popular. I was student council president, 4th and 5th grade, I ran in 6th grade, got 2nd place, was vice president, only a little pissed off about that. Not bitter at all anymore. I had tons of friends, I was friends with everyone, but then by about 7th grade was when like everybody started like clicking off, and I was left with my group of friends, and it was like 10 of us, and then just like over time it slowly got smaller and smaller and smaller throughout middle school till the end of 8th grade. I wouldn't say I was happy being friends with such a small group, but I wasn't like disappointed. I was content, but I would have liked to continue to be friends with everyone in my class like it was before. I think everyone would like that, but I was content. When I was in like elementary school and like the beginning of 6th grade, I was so into music that I grew up with, which was like late 90s, early 2000s pop. So like any boy band, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, you know. Then by 7th grade, that's when I started turning to like my punk rock phase, my emo phase, like Jimmy Eat World, Fall Out Boy of course, My Chemical Romance, AFI. Now I've kind of reverted back to the 90s, 2000s pop phase, and I am very content with that. Love me some Backstreet Boys, yo. By the time I was in 9th grade, my freshman year, my friend group started to expand again, and now I would say I'm friends with like 50% of my class, which is good. There was your glimpse into the psyche of the mind of Tanner. The psyche of the mind of Tanner. That is so redundant. Sorry for missing the past 2 weeks. I've just been really busy. The camp I went to last weekend was so cool. It was 4 days. It was called Ryla. It was just, oh, so good. I met so many cool people. It was just so much fun. I'm going to remember it for the rest of my life. And then today is actually my prom. Like later tonight, Saturday night. So I should probably get ready for that or something. I don't know. And then next week, I finished STAR testing. And then next week I have AP tests and just so much going on. I'll probably be able to post Monday though, next week. So watch out for that, y'all. And now I am done talking, and I have to edit this video, which is going to be monstrous because it's 2 videos in one. Goodbye.